In the NFL, as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this. Set. 19. 56, right there, 56. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Another time now. Watch that creep. Watch that creep.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that one covered beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Aguilar has it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. 20. Moncrief brings it in. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
first down. King. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 14 yards. Good for a Packer first down. Here's King on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. O'Shane Ximines make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, such that you have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Taylor now returning it. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. King now throwing to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Let's go now. 24 is the mark. No chance.
Operating from the gun, King. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now King from the gun, he'll throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end, Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the safety creep.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is King from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. King on 1st and 10. Making the catch is Sternberger. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 6. To Mixon on the check down. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Here's King. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's gonna go down just inside the 5-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Set. 19. High alert. 53. 54. 49. Check 49.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Watson, and now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. It's caught by Moncrief. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We'll get this out to Barkley complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4. They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. King. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way down to the 35. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, About 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because we have plenty of leg.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. King. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. That's 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. King now looking to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now King on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down. On first down, it's Watson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Watson off play action. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To the air yet again, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now it's Watson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. On second down, Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw is King. Going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. King. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And now it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. King throwing again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Lorenzo Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's King operating from the gun. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
We got 3. We got 3.
From the gun, King. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. That's caught at the 3. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Kill, kill, kill. Kill. Run it. Shoot. 22, check. Over. 22. Check. Over. Tighten up. Sponge. 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 No, no, no. Quick the edge. Quick the edge. Come, come.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Watson on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drop...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now, as here comes the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers! Jay Sternberger, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
55, record. Hey, check right.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 34 yards there at a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Right there, 56. Watch the run, watch the run. Check 13, check 13. Out. Watch twist. Shit.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with time running out, and the Giants are going to jump back in front. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, their playoff